Things are moving.
Flip you.
Welcome to the channel. I'm Matt. I am a newly full-time reseller. I list my items on eBay and I use Vendoo to cross-list those items to Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, and whatnot. I think that's it. I have 18 orders going out today between eBay and Poshmark. Let's see what's sold. I got 4 orders going out from Poshmark. First is this Ping golf snapback hat that sold for $13. It's kind of cool. I don't golf. I have my friends. I've got a couple friends that try to get me to golf, and I can't even imagine being out there all day golfing. That doesn't sound fun to me. But people do like it. This is a good brand. Next is this ornament. It's a Florida Gators light up snowman. I bought a big lot of these off of Commons, I believe. This sold for $9. So it's a multi-quantity listing. Pretty quick and easy to take pictures of it and list it. Sold for $9. Next is this hoodie, just kind of generic, born and raised outdoors, men's size large. It's an independent brand, so since it is just a generic, it's not high dollar. This sold for $10. And then this women's J. Crew crazy turtleneck, mock neck, whatever it's called, sweatshirt. Oh, it has pockets. It has like a kangaroo pouch in the front. This sold for $10 as well. If you're new here, and you probably are, this is my first weekend of being full-time. I like to make what sold videos so you see what's selling right now. That's just the kind of videos I like to watch, so that's what I want to make. And the bins I go to, we can't film in there, so I can't really make picking videos. I can do haul videos, and I may do some of those. And I'll admit, I'm not the most knowledgeable. I'm not the most up-to-date with all the policies for all the platforms. eBay is my main one. And then again, I use Vendoo, no link or affiliation, nothing. I just use it and it works for me. I use it to cross-list to the other platforms. I don't do any live selling, just static sales on whatnot. So since I'm not up-to-date on all the policies, I may not be the most informative channel. But if you ever have any questions, just put them down below and I'll answer them, and that'll give me something to talk about in the next video I make. And I will just explain things I'm doing as I do them. Again, I'm just now becoming full-time. I've been doing it part-time regularly for the past 5 years or so, kind of building up my business. So I'm just showing the way I do it and what works for me. I got 14 orders going out on eBay. First is this Sitka mesh hat. Sitka is a good brand for hunting. This is just a basic mesh hat, so it's not worth a lot, but their actual like waterproof gear is worth a lot of money. S-I-T-K-A, if you don't know the brand, Sitka. That's the logo. I don't know what that is, but this hat sold for $14. Fox Racing stuff usually does pretty good for me. This is like a flex fit just hat. It was pretty stained up. I soaked it in some Oxy and scrubbed it up a little bit. Still a little, has some discoloration still a little bit, but it sold for $15. And then these Allbirds, these are freaking Sideshow Bob shoes. They're a size 14. I bought like 3 or 4 pairs of Allbirds, I don't know, a year ago or something. I found them at the bins. I'm like, cool. And then the market just crashed on them, so they're not worth as much as they used to be. So I took an offer at $15 for these. I sold 2 seasons of The Simpsons, season 2 and 3. I have my own collection. I already have these. I've had these for a while. Just kept the doubles because I was going to try to build another collection to sell, but I'm just trying to get things listed and get out of here. And these 2, I think I listed them for $15 and took an offer of $13. They sold in a day. In the last video, I showed a Sports Illustrated Kids magazine that I sold for $250. I don't even remember what it was. It was a lot of money. It was ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome. And like I said, my dad had given me a big box of vintage Sports Illustrated, and I finally got around to listing them. And I sold this one. This is the #1 issue. It has a case, what does it say? August 16th, 1954. There is some damage on the case, and then it's the #1 issue. Listed this, and this sold within a day for $200. And then back to reality. Sold this pair of Michael Kors the wedge shoes for $9. So a couple tips for Vendoo. And I made both these mistakes. You need to delist and relist through Vendu. I did it through eBay, so then it breaks the links, and then things can get double listed and messed up. If you sell it, it doesn't delist like it should. And then have your shipping policies set up. I went in and changed my shipping policies and got rid of, I had duplicates, and it was just kind of messy, and I deleted a bunch of them. I converted listings over to a different policy and then deleted ones I didn't need. Well, those policies were attached through Vendu, so then when I would go in and delist and relist through Vendu, it wouldn't relist on eBay because the policy wasn't right. It didn't have a policy to choose. So that's what happened with these, and I just went in yesterday and relisted them, and they sold. $9, but they sold real quick. I sold this woman's smart wool base layer long sleeve shirt for $25, but I have it in the garage. I sold this Carhartt hood attachment for $12. I don't think it has a size or anything. I just listed it like this. I found it similar, and I always do sell similar. I get a comp for what I'm looking for, and then I use a sold comp to make my listing. I sold this 47 brand Blazers dad hat for $8. I sold this long sleeve Old Navy button up for $10. That's in the garage as well. This is another mistake, or not mistake, but just one of those I should have done that moments. I sold this Dragon Ball Z, The Legend of Shenron. It's in Spanish though. It says in English below here. It's in Spanish. VHS, used, tape, untested, for $100, which is awesome. I've had this forever. Similar to The Simpsons, a lot of times I'll get media, like vintage media, and lot similar things up and just try to sell a lot of VHS or something like that. But again, just trying to get things moving. I could not find an actual comp of this. I found, I think, like a DVD version that sold for like $150 or something. It had the same image on front. I don't think it was Spanish, but I couldn't find an actual comp. So I listed it for $100, which I thought was crazy, and it sold within an hour or two of me listing it. I listed it, and it sold when I was at my son's football game. I should have put it on auction. So this is one of those moments. If you're not sure what something is, you put it on auction for a high price, a crazy high price. Like let's say it gets one bid, but it's still a good price. And then go from there. If it doesn't sell on auction, you can always redo it. But I should have put this on auction and seen what it went for. But anyways, 50 cents at the bins into $100. It's amazing. I sold this snapback mesh Chick-fil-A hat for $12. This New Era Red Bull Rampage is probably some event they had. Snapback mesh hat sold for $20. I sell a lot of hats because I list a lot of hats percentage wise. I don't sell a lot of my hats, but I'm always selling hats because I'm listing hats. That's one thing I enjoy listing. It's real quick. They're easy to list, easy to ship, and there's always lots for sale on eBay. I buy big lots of 50, 100 hats and clean them up a little bit and start selling them. And then this pair of Hoka recovery slides sold for $17 in a day. So that's it for me. It is getting late. Sunday night, I am getting tired. My bags are bigger than normal. Never mind. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, put them below. God bless. Peace.